What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 8 of this Crazy Monsters season series. In this episode, we are going to be taking on the Hornets for the first time today. In the last episode, we beat the Milton Heads 7-1. Currently, we are 7-0 on the season, while the Hornets are right there in the middle pack at 4-3. Like I said, the next episode is going to be against the Wombats. Last episode was against the Milton Heads. So 3 new teams again. We are going to go ahead and change up our pitcher again. Put Kenny back in there. We're going to leave the batting order the same. But again, I think Kenny should be our starting pitcher after Pablo's 2 outings. He didn't do terrible. Actually, as we go over here, we'll see that Keisha has the most errors, but the ERAs are essentially the same. Kenny's at 1.01 and Pablo was at 0.97. So we're giving up a run a game. Let's go. We're going ahead and jumping into the game with Sunny Day. Again, Green Hornets against the Crazy Monsters. We're going to be the home team, so Kenny's going to be pitching first for us. Let's see. First time on the bump in the last couple of games. First pitch is fouled away by Grace Tipton, a 181 batter. Trying to find a pitch that we like. Finally find it. The 0-1 hit straight back to Kenny, and he catches it for out number 1. Vina Steinman is now up to bat. 238 hitter. First pitch swinging right to Stephanie Morgan, who bobbles it, picks it up, throws it in time for out number 2. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down as Frank Holly steps up to the plate. 300 hitter on the season. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Kenny Kawaguchi, again, couple games off, now back in the starter role. Next pitch was called for strike 2. And finally, finding our pitch. Looked at for strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down for the Hornets. See how the Monsters respond, starting with Amir Khan. He's hitting .520. His batting average has actually gone down since being moved into that leadoff role. Looked at strike 1. Grace Tipton, the pitcher for the Green Hornets. Second pitch, Amir puts it into play, but right at the second baseman for out number 1. Next up is Pete Wheeler, a .571 hitter on the season. Going to try something else a little bit different today. See how much more boost he gets here. Oh my gosh, that is so much more. Again, want to thank whomever left that on the comments to use that, and I will be using it for everybody but Pablo and Kenny. Ahmed Khan fouls the first pitch away. He's hitting .538 on the year. 0-1, 1 out. And it evens out the count as Pete's trying to go for 3. Throws not in time. Stand-up steal. Pete Wheeler leads our team in steals. Here comes the 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Or inside for ball 2. 2-1 now. Ball is put into play. Here comes Pete coming home. And they're going to get the guaranteed out at first. Pete comes in to score. Pablo back in left is going to beat this out. And now with 2 down, with 1-0 lead, Sanchez is back on first. Here comes Keisha. Looking to put this ball into play. She's hitting .481 on the year. Pablo's taking second, and now he's going to go back to first, even though he would have been safe. At any rate, .481 hitter for Keisha, 0-1 count. Ball is high, and it looks like it's going to get down. It will pass the center fielder. Pablo's rounding second, heading to third. Keisha heading to second. Both of them are going to be safe. Pablo's trying to head home, and he comes back to third. Wise decision.
Nice one. That kid's pretty fast.
So all of a sudden, it's 2 on, 2 out for Stephanie Morgan, a 384 hitter.
She's set, and the pitch.
Puts this one into play, and this should be out number 3. Stephanie's not incredibly fast, and it is. So 1 run on 3 hits for the Monsters.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Here comes Kenny's first pitch of the second inning
Bouncing ball.
to Stephanie Morgan. Picks it up, throws it.
Chucks it to first.
Not in time, but he's rounding first, heading to second. And got him in a pickle, and Ahmed gets him out. So they would have had a hit, but he tries to stretch a infield single into a double for whatever reason.
The swing. That's a foul.
Earl Abbott, a 500 hitter, fouls the first pitch away.
From the windup, Byers.
The 0-1. Grounded right up the middle to
Ball.
past Kenny.
And she goes
Jocinda with a laser.
Star Moonbeam.
Got him out by a step, and now it's top of the second. 2 outs for the Hornets and Star Moonbeam.
He's set. Here's the pitch. A swing.
Moonbeam puts the 1-0 in play. Stephanie can't get a hold of it.
Throws it to second. Chucks it to third.
And Star is going to try for second and is going to be called out.
It for her. That pulls their foot.
Out at second
One more time.
for the Hornets.
From the windup, here's the pitch. The wing.
Kenny puts this ball into play and will be caught for out number 1. Now Jocinda Smith, who's really shined here as of late.
Takes her stretch and the throw.
Fouls first pitch
1 out.
for strike 1.
Here's the windup and the
Here
pitch.
comes the 0-1. Scolded. Deep left center. Goodbye, baseball. And it is 2-0 with Jocinda Smith hitting that 401 happy feet. Now Tony DeVecchio, the right fielder who hit a home run last episode, puts a charge into this one.
Center.
Right where Jocinda had it, just not as much power, and he's out number 2. Amir Khan now, up to bat.
So he can't hit or throw as hard as his big brother.
Here comes the first pitch for
Cuts to the plate.
Amir. In play, but right to the shortstop, who has to dive, and it gets under her glove. And Amir is safely on first. And the Monsters, you don't want to give them extra life, as here comes Pete Wheeler.
Target goes up, Byers. The wing.
Swung on a miss for strike 1 because we've done our damage
Runner on first.
with 2 outs this season.
From the
Amir's on first. 0-1 count is going to be inside for ball 1. 1-1, bottom 2, 2-0 Monsters.
Target goes up. The 1-1 pitch.
Pete looks at strike 2 and swung way late. Just like that. 1-2 pitch. Pete pops it up. Amir running hard. Pete running hard, and nobody picks it up. And miscommunication. And now we got 2 on with 2 outs. For Amir's older brother, Ahmed. 0 for 1 today.
She is ready. And the throw. The swing.
Curveball, high pop-up, everybody. Second baseman is camped underneath it and makes the catch for out number 3. So, Jocinda Smith's home run, the only damage done here. Esther French puts a charge into that one, but Stephanie makes the running grab for out number 1. George Coleman hitting .411 on the season.
And the throw. The swing.
Swung and missed for strike 1.
Trying to cinch him with a hook or a crazy pitch. 1 out. Target goes up.
Here comes the 0-1, the hook low for ball 1. Counts even up at 1-1 with 1 out, bottom of the third. Hornets down by 2. 1-1 pitch is put into play, and in time. Great arm by Amir. Been doing well since being moved to catcher. Again, Amir is Kenny's personal catcher. So first time he's been catching in the last couple of days. And pitch count looks good for Kenny too, as it's looking at the 0-1 as Diana Hayes puts a charge into that one. Pete to Ahmed for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Hornets. Kenny has a no-hitter going through 3. Pablo Sanchez now up to bat. 1 for 1 today on a single. Fouls this one straight back. Grace Tipton also is pitching pretty well. She's only at 22 pitches. The 0-1 Pablo. Left center field. Not caught by the center fielder. He's rounding first, heading to second. Ball trickles in, and he is out at second. Diving attempt just in time for Pablo to be thrown out. Keisha. She has a double on her hit for the day. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball. Playable. Or is it? It is not. Keisha Phillips. Welcome back to the Home Run Club. And it is 3-0 Monsters. Now Stephanie Morgan up to bat. Grounded out to end the inning in the first. Line drive. Drops in front of the shortstop, and she's going to be safe on first. Hard hit line drive. And Morgan's on first. Here's Kenny. Swinging and missing for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Lined up the middle, past the diving second baseman, and everybody is safe. Still only 1 out. Jocinda Smith back up to bat. Already has 1 homer in her pocket. Let's see if she can get another one. First pitch is low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 count, and it's outside for ball 2. Jocinda showing her power, making these pitchers respect her. The 2-0 fouled away, and it's quickly 2-1. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Monsters. Runners on first and second with only 1 out. Monsters looking to do more damage as Smith swings and misses for strike 2. 2-2. And Jocinda strikes out swinging for out number 2. Now Tony's up to bat. First pitch is inside for a ball. Maybe Grace is losing her touch. She's up to 35 pitches. Throwing out the crazy pitch. DeVecchio puts it in play, and it is going to be not caught, and everybody is safe. Bases are now loaded as we get the aluminum power bat for Amir Khan. Amir swings and misses for strike 1. We're not going to use that quite yet. I like to keep that power up in the back pocket. Here comes the 0-1, and it's now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Low for ball 1. Amir can blow this game open if we decide to use the power bat, but we're keeping it to ourselves. He does line this to the shortstop who was playing deep and throws out Tony in time. Maybe that was a mistake by me by not using it. Grace Tipton now up to the plate. From the windup, here's the pitch. Kenny's first pitch is called strike 1. Tipton 0 for 1. puts this one into play. Ahmed has it and runs the first in time for out number 1. Vienna Steinman now up for the Hornets. Looks at strike 1. Kenny is only at 21 pitches after that, and it's 1-1. So his pitch count's good. Haven't had to use a power-up. The 1-1's fouled away by Steinman. Kenny throws it, and it is strike 3 looking, and now Frank Holly steps up to bat. Holly, the first strikeout victim for Kenny, swings at pitch 1. Here's the 0-1. Swung and missed. Now it's 0-2. Holly Kenny's looking to strike Holly out for the second time today, and he does. Swing and a miss, and Kenny has 4 no-hit innings under his belt. Pete now up to bat, swings and misses for strike 1. Looks at ball 1, so now it's 1-1. And again, the difference between pitch counts for Tipton and Kenny are astounding. 1-1 swung on a miss by Pete. Now it's 1-2. I could use the aluminum power bat, and all Pete would need was a triple, but we swing and miss for strike 3 instead. Now Ahmed stepping up. He's 0 for 2 today. Spitballs low for ball 1. The 1-0 fouled away, and we're at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on, bottom 4. Monsters only lead 3-0. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and outside for ball 2. The 1-2-1 pitch. Swung and missed, and the count evens out at 2. Khan looking to put this ball into play. Does so. Left field. And it is a wall-scraping home run. And just like that, it is 4-0 Monsters. Now Pablo steps up to bat. Looks at ball 1. Will they switch out Tipton now that she's given up that home run to Ahmed? Stays in for her 50th pitch, and Pablo grounds it right back to her. And he'll be thrown out in time for out number 2. Keisha 2 for 2 today with a home run and a double. Grounds this one, and she will be safe as nobody's covering first. Ground ball, when they play 7 outfielders, it is difficult to cover a ground ball single. We're going to give Stephanie a chance to use the aluminum power bat here. And connected, goodbye, baseball, dead center. And it is now 6-0. I want to do that, get Stephanie's confidence up. She's been struggling a little bit here as of late. It is now 6-0, and with that, we chase Grace Tipton. Now Frank Holly batting. I could use this for Kenny as well. Decide to swing and miss instead. 6-0 Hornets, bottom 4, 2 outs. And it is ball 1, so now 1-1 with 2 away. Still think our best option was when I had it with Amir, as Kenny swings and misses for strike 2. The 1-2 swung and missed for strike 3, and Kenny goes down. We knocked 3 on the board, however, as Kenny's looking to go in for the top of the 5th. Gets the first strike card on Stuart Sullivan. Sullivan is a measly 0-47, puts this one into play. Past Stephanie. Keisha throws it to Cinda, to Pete. Picks it up, throws it back, and he's going to be out at... Yes, out at second. Had to wait there for a second. For out number 1. Same time, we really didn't cheese it that badly either. We just threw it to Pete. Slow ball for Earl Abbott.
Nice one. That's what I like to see. Looks like a slow
For
ball.
strike 1.
Here's the windup.
Here comes the right hook. And he puts down the bunt. Interesting. And he's out anyway. For out number 2. Star Moonbeam now for the Hornets. Top of the 5th. Puts a charge on this one. Kenny has it. Oh. And just like that, another 3 up, 3 down inning in the books for Kenny Kawaguchi. Jocinda steps up to the plate with 1 home run. Ground ball should be an out. She's not very speedy. Holly does throw it in time. Now Tony here with a single to pad his stats. Gonna try a power hit for him now. As he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 is now 2-0 on Tony DeVecchio. The 2-0. High fly ball, right field, and it's gonna get down as it's more right center than right, but just for a long single as the center fielder was there in plenty of time. So 1 out, long single for Amir Khan here. He's 1 for 3 for the day. Bottom of the 5th, 6-0 the score. Amir puts a deep fly ball trying to be his brother Ahmed. That's going to land in the same spot where Tony's ball landed. Actually, it's on top of the fence. Tony, yeah, okay. They're going to call a ground rule double now. Amir with a double. 2 on, 1 out, 6-0 the score. Low for ball 1 on Pete Wheeler. He's 2 for 3 for the day with a double and a single. And he's going to continue getting a base hit as Tony comes in to score. Pete gets an RBI. Amir to third. RBI single for Pete Wheeler. 7-0. Ahmed Khan now up to bat. Putting the steal on for Pete. Ahmed looking at strike 1. And Pete is easily going to steal second. Mir was ready to go if they threw to second. So here's the 1-0. Or the 0-1. Swung and missed. And thankfully we still have the aluminum power bat. We're actually going to click off that in case we miss here. The 0-2 swung and missed, and now we put it into a reliable hand in Pablo Sanchez. 1 for 3 on the day is Pablo. Make that 2 for 4 as that one is well gone in right field. 3-run shot, and now it is 10-0 with 2 outs. Monsters do 2-out damage again. Here's Keisha. She's a triple shy away from the cycle. 3 for 3 today. Long fly ball. She says, screw the cycle. I want 2 homers, please. And now it is 11-0 Monsters. Stephanie Morgan now up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. The aluminum power bat and a single for Stephanie. And she has her batting average up to .413. Pop up here, and the pitcher gets it. We tack on 5 for an 11-0 run. No hitter alert as we get a strike 1 called on Esther French. The 0-1 ground ball. Kenny picks it up and throws it in time for out number 1. George Coleman up now. 388 hitter on the year. Swung and missed for strike one. Kenny's 2 outs away from a perfect game.
Pinch him with a hook or a crazy pitch. I'm gonna get you, batter. Here's the windup.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled away, and now it's 0-2.
0-2. The stretch. Here's the pitch.
Using the big freeze pitch on the 0-2. Swung and missed. Strike 3. He is now 1 out away. Diana Hayes, the last chance for the Hornets to get on base.
Into the motion, throws it.
Swings and misses for strike 1.
This would be a good time to pinch him with a hook or a crazy pitch. And from the stretch,
Here's the 0-1. Fouled away, 0-2.
0-2.
And for the first time this season, will we be able to do it?
Ready now.
Kenny with the big freeze.
That was ball
Up high for ball 1. We're getting that more juice right now. Hitting it, not caring.
Here's
The 1-2 pitch.
The swing,
In play,
a bouncing ball.
Kenny to Achman, and Kenny Kawaguchi, ladies and gentlemen, has a perfect game. No hitter.
That pulls their butt.
11-0 the score for the Monsters on this big victory. Like I said, 11-0 win for the Monsters. Kenny Kawaguchi pitches a perfect game on the scoreboard. So everybody got a base hit. Keisha went 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. 18 up, 18 down for Kenny Kawaguchi with 4 strikeouts on 40 pitches. Only threw 4 balls. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the league. The Giants win 6-2 over the Rockets. The Sox lose to the Wombats 7-3. And the Melonheads go into the extra innings and fall to the Bombers. Well, we take on the 5-3 Wombats in the next episode. Again, perfect game for Kenny Kawaguchi. That's going to do it for this episode, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Peace.